Hope that everybody's doing great, and I'm really excited because we have Eunice here from Bellabar. Hey, Eunice.
Hi everyone, how are you?
We're all doing great and we're so excited for this training. I've been pumping it up and everybody's been asking questions about social media, about Instagram, and I know how important social media has been for you and your business and like how you do sales, how you promote your online shop and your business. So I'm so excited that we get to learn from you. So Eunice is absolutely a social media genius and I'm just so excited to share everything. So Eunice, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us about your business.
Hi everyone, my name is Eunice. I am the owner of Bella Bar. We're an organic spa and beauty boutique in Orange County, California. And my whole niche and like my forte is all clean beauty. So all natural, organic skincare, makeup, and wellness. So that's what we're known for.
So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And you guys can check out Eunice's shop. So tell us a little bit about your store, like what kind of products you sell, what have been like your hot sellers, that kind of thing.
Right. So, like I said, we are a clean beauty boutique and wellness shop. So I've kind of evolved from just like a I think when I first started out, I only had 5 brands. So that was in between skincare and makeup. And then now I have almost over 25 brands. So it evolved slowly um, to kind of like overall like lifestyle shop too, because now I have loungewear and I have home goods too. So
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
So I see like how many different products do you have on your shop?
Oh my goodness, so many. As far as all of the SKUs, I have no idea. That's a lot. I
Yeah.
would say hundreds. Um,
So
but yeah,
I'm on like the menu here and I see you've got accessories. So you've got jewelry,
mhm.
sandals. You have lots of skincare products, obviously. Bath and body. You've got some makeup. And then you also have, sorry, it was just covered up. And then skincare. So here you've got like cleansers, eye creams, exfoliators, etc. And then you have this other category here, which is for home. So I'm guessing that like you have
Yes,
expanded the types of products that you're offering as well during COVID.
correct. Yes.
So what have been like your big sellers?
Well, during COVID, I always am very aware of like the trends or the necessities, right? So during COVID, the first thing I started, like even before we got locked down, I bought a bunch of hand sanitizer. So I was like so ahead of the game and on that end. And then I found like a cute face mask maker. So I started carrying those. So those would consistently sell out. I remember when we did shut down, I had like a few of my clients come in and buy like 10 of hand sanitizer because that was like the something that we couldn't find, right? It
Yeah,
was
was
just
it
kind of
this one here, the
scary.
Pyramist one?
Um, it it's not that one, but that one I switched it over just because I like this one better.
Yeah.
But the other brand, I stopped carrying it. But it was something similar to that. It was like a little hand mist.
Yeah, so these I'm guessing like these new arrivals, especially a lot of these pink ones are some of the ones that you're retailing for Valentine's Day. Like, how did you find them and how do you decide on what products to sell?
So lots of research, that's for sure. I kind of you have to start planning in advance, and this is something that I figured out on my journey. Is that right now I'm already shopping for Easter, already started shopping for Easter. So Valentine's Day you start in December, right? Right in the beginning of December. So you have to make sure that all your inventory is in here in time. And how I shop. I use different marketplaces like Fair. I use Instagram a lot. I just kind of find if I something catches my eye, I like go and research it. I find their products, and for me, the most important part of it is the ingredient list. So if it's all natural, I'll take the time to look more into it. I'll reach out to the brand. I'll find out their minimums and just deal with them directly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's for me it's a lot more than just picking something out, and then I order some samples and I'll try it out myself to make sure that it works or that I like it, because I don't bring anything into the store that I don't I would personally wouldn't use.
Yeah. So you're testing out yourself a lot of different products all the time, like buying
Yes,
samples, testing them
everything.
out. That actually
Hmm.
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, it's a lot of fun and a lot of work.
Yeah. Does
So,
it get expensive? Like having to like buy samples, test them out, maybe not end up using them?
well, a lot of the brands will send samples out for you for free if you
Oh,
ask.
that's nice.
Yeah, and I get a lot of brands pitching me products all the time, and the majority of them are not in line with my values. So I kind of just like skip it. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. And I try not to be wasteful. So I don't want to just accept products just because. So I'm very mindful when it comes to that.
Yeah. Would you say that you're like pretty good at figuring out the type of products that your clients want to buy?
I think so. I do a lot of polls on like Facebook and Instagram about the products. Like, what do you want to see today? What's your skin concern? Masking was a huge one. So I started looking into more products that will focus on that or just
Yeah.
kind of develop like curate collections on what I already have. Like I know we have like a face wash that has salicylic acid in there. So it's really great for, breakouts and congestion
Yeah.
and kind of just do like posts about that and Instagram stories talking about all those products that we do carry that are good for, right now it's like winter skin.
Yeah.
So, like very rich moisturizers and balms and, body scrubs and things like that.
Yeah, I think one thing that I'm really picking up from you, Eunice, is that you're very good at planning. Like you're very good at looking ahead, figuring out, okay, this season is coming up, this holiday is coming up, and also like planning ahead of like, okay, I know that my clients are struggling with kind of new things right now, and I need to get their feedback so that I can plan what products I want to sell.
Yes, exactly. So, I'm not the greatest planner, I'll be honest. I'm
Well, it
kind of
seems like
all
you're
over
doing
the
a great
place.
job.
Thank you. But I think it's just kind of like what I've learned. Like last year, I was so late when it came to holiday stuff. This year I was like way ahead of the game. And then with the whole, USPS and the shipping delays, oh my God, that was a nightmare trying to get inventory in here. So we had to even plan even more ahead in advance. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it's just what I've learned
Yeah, just
throughout
like learning the
the
hard
years.
way, just like all of us.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's talk about Instagram because tell us a little bit about like how Instagram has helped your store, influenced your sales, boosted your business pretty much.
Yeah, so I don't do any paid advertising. It's all organic and through word of mouth. And Instagram is probably my biggest like revenue generator as far as it comes to services and product sales.
So, can you tell us a bit about like product sales? I mean, maybe in the past year or just recently, like you were telling me before, like 95% of your online store sales are coming from Instagram.
Yes. So, like I said, I don't do any, paid advertising. So there's like no Facebook, ads that, when you scroll, you'll see it from your favorite shop or whatever. So everything's organic. I do a lot of posts, I mostly focus like product education on stories. So I'll do like a new arrivals post and I'll be talking about all the new products that just came in, or I'll do like this last night I was talking about I'm going to be doing an interview tomorrow, so I want my skin to be exfoliated and fresh, and so I was showing off a product that I was using, and that's really the biggest thing is on being on Instagram is being authentic. Like, as you see, I don't have any makeup on there.
Yeah.
It's just me and my fresh face. Like, I'm not afraid to show my skin. It's like, or when I have a breakout, like, oh my goodness, like I broke out this morning. Like, here's what I'm going to put on my face to help it. So it's just being authentic and just sharing like what I'm using.
Yeah, so essentially just really being a big believer in the products that you are talking about and using them personally and showing people how you use them. I guess that's been like a big motivator for people who have
Yes.
that connection with you to be like, oh, Eunice loves it. Like, I know I'm going to love it too.
Yeah, I think my clients, I'm kind of like known, like they come and they'll Instagram me like, oh, I'm breaking out. But the thing with products and selling them online is that everyone's so different. And that's what I love about Instagram and hate about it too, is that there's like so many Instagram influencers that are like, this is what I'm using. But just because it works for them doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So you kind of have to really help educate your clients on that aspect too. Just because it works for me does not mean it's going to work for you. So when they're like, oh, I love it, how much is it? And I'm like, oh, it's yada yada dollars, but what are your skin concerns? And that's where you do that personal one-to-one connection and are able
Mm-hmm.
to really help your client rather than just sell them one product. You're like,
Yeah.
maybe it's not right for you. Maybe you should, maybe you're really oily, or like, you're allergic to this ingredient, but let me show you what other products will work for you. And people appreciate that so much more than you just, here's the link and buy it, kind of thing.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I personally, like, I know how powerful Instagram is, but I do not love using it personally because I don't spend a lot of time on there personally, like in my own personal life. Like, I don't spend a lot of time scrolling. And I think I
Mm-hmm.
just never feel comfortable showing up on Instagram the way that some other people do. Like, I don't mind doing like longer live interviews like this or like YouTube videos or that kind of thing, but there's something about showing up on Instagram that's intimidating for me. And I think that that's probably what holds a lot of people back. So what kind of things have you learned about like being yourself, showing up and that kind of thing?
Well, I do not believe you when you say you're not comfortable, because for me, doing lives is so much more uncomfortable than it is doing an Instagram story. Because Instagram, you can record it, and if you don't like it, you can just re-film it. Super easy. A lot of the stuff will take me two or three different takes just because, like, I'll stumble on a word, or I'll mispronounce something, or I'll just say something else that I wasn't supposed to say. And then sometimes I'm just like, whatever, and I'll be like, I meant to say this, as you can see in like
Yeah, I saw
my
that. You
Instagram
meant to say
post.
like blood flow or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I said like oil moving or something, and I'm like, oh, that's not what I meant. This so that's what I'm saying. Like, Instagram stories, like, or recorded videos, are so much easier than lives. So much easier
Yeah, I
because
know.
you
It's
can
funny.
kind
I
of.
don't know what it is about Instagram. I think it's just that, like, I feel a lot of pressure about showing up on social media. I don't know. It's like this whole, like, psychological thing of, like, showing up, creating content, feeling like I want people to like it. I think that that's the hardest thing is, like, wondering how many likes I'm going to get, how many comments I'm going to get, how many people are going to see it. I think it's like a lot of pressure that I put on myself, and I just don't like that pressure. So I kind of prefer not to do that.
Mhm. I honestly only watch stories. I don't even scroll through my feed anymore. So if you're not on stories, I'm probably not seeing you. So that's a big thing. Most people don't really care about posts anymore. That's why TikTok is so popular, because video
Mm-hmm.
just is so much more powerful than like a static image and a long, post. So
Yeah.
I get the most interactions and engagement through stories or like a live video than I do like posting on my feed.
Yeah, that's really good to know. So, can you tell us a little bit about like how much time you spend doing your Instagram stories every day?
I spend, I guess, on average, how much I spend on Instagram is probably like 1 or 2 hours a day. It depends. Sometimes I won't even spend an hour. I'll be so busy at work or with clients and things like that. But in the morning, like last night, I was like, I had just finished making my daughter's like little Valentine's Day treats. And I was like, oh, my skin is like, I had to exfoliate. So I, went to my bathroom, and I'm like, I'm just gonna film it while I'm going through it. And that's what I did. And it didn't take me any much more longer than I would just doing it without filming,
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
thing,
that's
So
yeah. So it's just kind of like you integrate it into whatever you're doing on a regular everyday basis. That's really cool.
yeah, Mondays I try to kind of make that my content creating days. So I'll do videos, I'll do like a TikTok. Um, I'm trying to get better at planning it. So that's why Mondays is my day off and I have more energy rather than, coming home from a long day of doing clients and services. So just planning out a day, and you can save your stories and you don't have to post them that day so that you have content throughout the week.
That's a good tip too, is like batching it. Elizabeth says, what camera do you use for filming your videos?
Just my iPhone, just my what is this? I have a 12. I have a, yeah, this is my
Mm-hmm.
iPhone.
I
I
think
kind of want to invest in a camera. I kind of want to do YouTube, but again, like the editing. That's why I love Instagram stories so much because there's no editing involved. You just talk and you post and you're just so simple. So
I
get on
really like your
Instagram
videos,
stories.
Eunice. I really like how you're showing up in them. You're showing how to use the products. They're simple, they're easy, but clearly they work.
Yes. So it's just, I mean, people's one attention span is so short.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why reels are so popular right now. And if you are comfortable on being camera, absolutely do a reel because your reach is going to be so large and it's reaching people that aren't even in your following.
If you do reels,
Reels is huge right now. Every Instagram like group or um, any Instagram like guru has been talking about reels, and I think my videos get like 2,000 views, which is huge for me.
and most importantly, they work, as in they work to actually like bring people to your shop. So essentially,
Yes.
like when you do like Instagram stories like this, um,
hmm
do then people you just tell them in your video like if you like this product, click on the link in my bio and then go to my shop.
So go like scroll more on my stories. There'll be like a swipe up link, or there should be.
Oh, you do have a swipe up link.
Uh-huh. Hold on, keep
I thought that you
going.
could only do swipe up if you have 10,000
There, see,
followers or
you
more.
see that swipe up?
Yeah.
You're going to be able to swipe up. So, yes, you can only use swipe up for just external links if you have more than 10,000 followers. So follow me because I want that. I want that
I do
feature.
follow you.
But if you have, I think, I'm not too sure, but I know it has something to do with this. If you have your like Facebook marketplace connected to your Instagram, you can use the swipe up feature for your products in your Facebook store.
Oh, is
So
that what you do?
My Shopify is connected to my Facebook store or Facebook marketplace, and that's how I'm able to use the swipe up feature only for the products that I have in my store.
Oh, that's really good to know. So, does your Facebook store does it connect and just link them over to your actual store or can they actually purchase right from Facebook?
You can, but I think you have to pay extra. I haven't gone into that yet. So I know Instagram launched like a marketplace feature and they take like a commission off of like sales. That's something that I actually want to look into and start, playing around with to see if it even brings in any, additional sales. But
So
um,
your stories and like whenever you tag photos in your whenever you tag products in your stories or in your photos and posts, it just like brings them to a preview of it and then they can press like shop in store. Is that how it is?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that feature. That's awesome. Madeline says I can't get my pictures to look pretty. Your pictures are so nice, Eunice. What kind of advice do you have for photography?
Okay, natural lighting for sure. Go shoot next to a window. That's an easy fix. For backdrops, like if you see like the bath bomb, I have like this little fuzzy rug. It's literally like a little fuzzy like round rug that
Yeah,
I
I'm just
found at
looking
Home
for that.
Goods or
I'm
TJ
just
Maxx.
looking
You
for
can go
that
up.
one.
I think it was my first, yeah, this is the bath bomb one, the one
This
with the
one.
heart at the
Yeah.
top. I'm all pointing like you can see. But yeah, so you see how like that background, I was literally shooting like right next to a window. I moved it around a couple times just to make sure I got the best lighting. And yeah, it's just find a couple like cute rugs at your, Home Goods or TJ Maxx,
Yeah.
Marshalls.
These pictures here, did you take them or are these like from
No, so
the.
that's another thing that I do is I just take pictures from the brand itself,
Okay.
which they're more than happy to share.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And then I feel like your pictures that you take too. Okay, so this one's really cute. You took it yourself. You've got that pink rug
hmm
in the background.
Yes.
And then is this with your iPhone?
That's with my iPhone. And then I use the Photoshop app to edit the like lighting and exposure and shadows.
Yeah, because
So,
I find that
or
photos that you take with your phone tend to be a little bit darker, but if you just like edit them a tiny bit, it just increases like the brightness and like the all the colors so much more.
Yes, you can also use, oh, what's that app? Color Story. Color Story has some filters in there already, and
Oh,
it's
cool.
free.
Yeah,
Hmm.
awesome. Great advice. Okay, let me come back. Um, okay, so
But
I was
yes,
asking,
definitely take the time to figure out like your lighting and how to edit because it makes such a big difference in your feed and your
oh my
aesthetic and
gosh.
everything.
Yes, that's great. And then Leah says, one of the things that she struggles with is clients comment in store on how cute things are but don't purchase. How can I capitalize on these comments?
So I guess okay, so one of the things that I've noticed is you have to your client has to see something three times in order, at least three times in order for them to remember it. Because they might like, oh, this is super cute, and then they'll forget about it. So you have to keep posting about it or in stories or like, oh, I don't know what the cute things that you're selling, but say like a face mask. Like, oh, this, just came in, like, oh, that looks so great. Then do a video having the face mask on. Do a video talking about the benefits of your face mask. So you need to keep having that in their face. And that's why a lot of businesses invest in ads because they know that the consumer is so busy and they forget. Like I forget all the time, like, oh, I really want to buy this one thing. And then a couple seconds later, like my daughter or someone called me and I completely forgot about it. And then I'll go on Facebook and then I'll see the ad for it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember now I needed to buy this thing.
Yeah,
And so then I'll click purchase. Or like I'll forget about it again and then it'll come up again. So that's why you need to at least have it into someone's face at least three times
yeah,
before they're able to
consistency.
purchase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Matilde says that what she struggles with is figuring out what do customers really want to buy from us. What's your advice there?
Ask them easy, like you have access to them. So ask them when they're in your chair, are you looking for a new shampoo? What are your concerns? Like in my Facebook group, that's like one of the first questions I ask. What are your skincare concerns? So like then like, oh, I have acne scarring. Then I'll be like, you know what? Are you using a vitamin C? Like, are you coming in for monthly facials to address that? So just ask them. That's
Yeah.
the easiest way.
I have learned so much from Eunice. Thank you, Eunice, so much for your time. It's been so cool.
You're
Guys, jump in
very
the comments,
welcome.
show some love to Eunice. Give her some emojis, give her some love. I want to really
Yes.
like raise the roof on this because you've just done such a good job of making it easy and like helping us understand like what your Instagram strategy is. I've learned a lot about your products, how you choose your products. It's just so nice to learn all of that from you.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for having me. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. I hope that I gave you lots of knowledge and I'm here to share. I am a sharer if you haven't noticed. So just go ahead and send me a message on Instagram, go follow me, get some ideas. That's what I do. Like I follow people that I really like
Yeah.
and I kind of like piggyback off of them to just
Yeah.
get some inspiration and stuff like that.
Yeah, go
So,
ahead, follow Eunice. She's Bella Bar Spa on Instagram, and then she's also a member of this group. So if you have any follow up questions for her, maybe you can ask them in the group, and Eunice will jump in.